Well, I wanted to do a little bead challenge. After watching a few of you guys' beads lately, I thought, man, it might be fun to do a little bead challenge. Lots of inspiration out there. Pa has a real nice bead necklace display, things that he's had for a long time and things that he's picked up here and there, and if you guys haven't seen his video, it's certainly worth watching. A few of the other guys out there have beads. Pestle Man has couple of cool beads, and Great Basin Man has some cool beads. A few of you guys back east have some real cool beads. So if any of you guys are up to a challenge, let's check out some beads and see what you guys have. So right here in front of us we have some red white heart beads, and a lot of times these were a lot of different kind of trade beads. These beads were traded and then found or picked up later. You can actually buy them at trade stores or shows that still sell these kinds of beads. Also have some solid red beads, kind of a padre bead, a little bit bigger than a seed bead, and they're bright, vivid red. Also have some kind of a tomato bead. I'm not sure if that's the correct name, tomato bead, but those are pretty cool too. Nice round, red, bright beads. And these beads over here are red ones, so these are more of the padre beads, and they're really fun to have. These over here are some glass beads, and I got some of these with a bowl and pestle I picked up one time. And this is a little bone bead over here in the corner. And then you have some beautiful blue beads. I love blue beads. Blue are nice. That cobalt blue, beautiful stuff. We have some nice beads that I got from Pa. Steatite beads and some clamshell beads. Some other nice little beads and buttons that he found. Look at that little olivella, super small olivella bead. Beautiful beads. And we have some more of the white padre beads, trade beads that were found along the river. Three different sizes. And we have some more. So we have some red green heart beads and some other white beads in there. Those were found in the Delta. And over here we have some beads that were found in the Delta region of my area. And we have some punched olivella beads that were found in my area. Beautiful stuff. And we also have some more beads in there that were found in my area. Got a lot of these beads from an old timer that went out and either found them or got them from another old timer. kinds of stuff in there. Beautiful beads. Olivella and red white hearts and some clamshell, Padre beads. Cool stuff. There's a faceted bead right there, a white faceted bead. Right there in the center. And we also have some more beads over here, some pretty blue ones. I like blue beads. Blue beads are nice. Some other smaller blue beads there. And we have these beads. I'm not sure what these kind of beads are. But these are found in my area along the rivers and the deltas. Kind of a cast bead. And these beads over here is a couple of faceted bead. A red yellow heart. Those are a rare bead to find. Lots of patina. Some other beads, some stone beads. That one there. That one there. There's another one right there, stone bead. There's some little seed beads right there. And speaking of seed beads, there's even some smaller ones right there, all found along the river in my area. And over here we have some beads. Colored Padres, or white hearts rather. Orange white hearts, green white hearts, blue white hearts. Here's some smaller red-green hearts. Some other red-white hearts. And then we have a strand of beads here that were found as individuals, but see, a lot of times they're fused together. And they get fused together. Oh, let's see, what do we have in here in the old Kodak canister. Old film used to come in Kodak canisters like this. It's actually a pretty nice one. Let's see if I can get the top off. Oh, and some more cool little beads in there. I like beads. Can't get enough. Of course, there's some buttons in there too. And then these beads are cool. I forget what kind those are, but they're kind of a rare bead. Patina on them. Stone bead or glass bead. A little bit of wear and tear, but yeah, they're nice little beads there. Then we can come over here to more contemporary beads. Contemporary chevron beads. But they're actually going up in value because of the popularity of chevrons. But even these are becoming popular. And these are some contemporary chevrons. Pretty beads. I like those. Let's see, this one has a smaller hole in the middle. I like the black and white beads, those are cool. Chevrons, I like chevrons too. We have some clay looking beads over here. Another drilled stone bead. And we have some bone beads. You can buy those. There's the receipt inside the package there, the bone beads. We have some other pretty Padre beads, the blue ones, bright blue. And some white ones next to that, and all these in the baggies are, so it's $2 for a little bag. $1 for a bunch of those. I pretty much use those up. There's what, 4 or 5 left of them. And then another little bag. Some gray ones, and some purple ones, and some contemporary red white hearts. And let's see. Some more Padre, white Padres, and some blue white hearts, and then some faceted Russian beads. And some other more contemporary faceted Russians. Oh, let's see, let's look at this one here. You can see the difference in the brighter blue ones are contemporary, where the dark blue ones here are much older beads, worn and have patina on them. These are the old Russian blue ones. We have a handful of those. 1, 2, 3. A couple more in the baggie here. Yeah, but they're hard to come by. I think I have 7 of them all together. I have one on another string of a necklace that I put together. I'll show that in a minute. Oh, and then some more beads from the rivers and the deltas around my area. Still see the dirt in the middle. And then there's some ones that aren't cleaned up yet, that are found. Some Olivella, some blue ones, some glass button beads. You know, they would put together buttons, strings of buttons. I've seen strings of button beads that are just phenomenal, that you could find. And then conchos. Anybody know what a concho is? These are cool. These are actually buffalo Indian head nickels that they've been polished. That's what the red rouge is on there, and then they put a little screw in the end. And conchos were used as, you know, as buttons, as decorative pieces. See, there's the screw right there. It goes and screws right in and holds the concho on. Those are cool. And then you have juniper berries that were used as beads. Those are real juniper berries. And then in here you have, let's bring this over here. These are pine nuts. These are cut in half, or not cut in half, but ground on the ends. And then I put them through a process to make them dark. I actually did all these myself. This is what they look like when they're pretty much off the tree. They usually have a little black film that you get and you scrape off. And then the black film, oh, underneath is this nice shiny kind of a golden brown. You grind the ends off and you push the nut out. And then you string them up. Or you process them. And you turn them into these and you darken them, and then you can make them as a necklace. So I have a few necklaces that I put together. This one I need to put a clasp on. But these are olivellas that I found at the ocean. A lot of them still have rocks in them and whatnot, but the ocean actually ground the ends. These are ground by the ocean. Sometimes the ocean grinds them, or sometimes the natives would grind the ends. But every single one of these I did not grind. Actually, the ocean made them like this. I have a couple of red white hearts in there. And these were given to me by an individual, by a relative of mine, our uncle had passed away, and he said before he passed away he wanted us to have a couple of these red white hearts. So these ones right here are very special to me. But this is up here. This is what you do with the. See if I can get it out. This is what you do with the pine. Nice pine necklace out of it. Nice pine necklace, pine seed necklace. Then if the black is still on them, you can see the black still on it right here. So you can actually scratch the black off. But I just left them raw and natural like that. Gives it that organic look. Down here I put a contemporary chevron on it. And then this here is a Maori style New Zealand native bone hook, fish hook, made into a necklace. And this right here is a clam shell, native clam shell. And then the red green hearts. And then the pine nut. And then I have it on some green nylon string. And these here are some unfinished clam shells found in my area along the rivers. Kind of cool. Then when they're finished, they look like that. And I have this on some cordage that I made. And then one that I'm wearing right now. This one right now is my favorite. They're all my favorite, but this one's a nice favorite. This one's a nice old contemporary watermelon 6-layer chevron bead. Beautiful bead. I went to a show and asked the guy how much he wanted for this, and he said, "You can have it. You know, peace and goodwill to you. This is yours." I was blown away. He had a whole like a dish of them, and this one was on top, and I saw that and I was like, man, I would really like to have that. So he gave it to me. And this is out of some cordage I made out of flax from the plant that grows in my backyard. Super strong stuff. Over here we have some Millefiori. This was my very first string of beads my dad made me when I was about 7 years old. On the original, little blue dyed cotton string. I used to wear this all the time when I was a kid. These are African trade beads. Next I have a steatite bead that I made on a necklace that I made. Just one bead on this necklace here. And over here you got some sand cast beads, the African sand cast beads. Those are kind of cool too. Just the common sand cast, nothing special. You can get these pretty much anywhere, but those are fun to have. Another guy that has some cool beads is Paleo Man 52. He's had some couple of videos that had some real cool beads on it. If you ever go to his channel and find those, you could look those up. But yeah, so this is my little assortment of beads. Also have some olivellas that I found at the ocean. Some more kind of a seed bead, blue seed bead. Pretty bead. Those would look good. Light blue, dark blues. Some of these shells, limpet shells, those are cool. I found these at the ocean too. So anyways, that pretty much concludes my bead challenge, and if anybody else is willing to show some beads, and I'd certainly appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who's already shown their beads. You guys are truly inspirational. Thanks for everybody watching my channel. Stay tuned.